Is that long day at work giving you bad posture and then leading to numbness and tingling in your hands? Let's talk through some of the best exercises for thoracic outlet syndrome. Hey prehabbers, Dr. Lauren Linus here. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today let's talk about thoracic outlet syndrome. So, what is TOS? TOS is described by compression of the vascular and nerve bundles that actually originate from our neck or our cervical spine. A lot of times this compression can lead to numbness, tingling down the hands. Sometimes we can get some poor circulation, and it can also lead to just general fatigue with gripping related tasks. We see this pop up a lot with poor posture throughout the workday, especially if it's a little bit more of a stressful workday or you find yourself sitting more in meetings. So today let's dive into some of the best exercises to help to address thoracic outlet syndrome and teach you a little bit more of it about it as we go. I want to start with working on some mobility exercises for the neck at home, and this is a really good exercise to do in your work chair as well. If you've got a dog leash, a yoga strap works really well, rope, sometimes a belt. You're going to sling it behind you, and then you're going to sit on it on the other side, and I want it to go kind of at the base of the neck, okay? From here, you're gonna take your hand, you're gonna pull it across, almost like you're strapping a seatbelt. We wanna work on mobilizing some of the tissue here, but also that first rib. There was a really awesome YouTube video that we did on the first rib mobility. You can check it out here. But from here, sitting on that dog leash, you're gonna gently pull down, and then as you pull down, you're gonna breathe out. Work on pulling a little bit more. We're trying to get that first rib, which that's really high up, to mobilize, because sometimes this structure can compress some of those nerves and those vascular structures. Hold for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then you can work through some side bending. Okay, you can also work on turning, rotation. We're just trying to get that first rib to move a little bit better to help to decompress some of those nerves and vascular structures. Really good exercise. Try to perform about 10 to 15, 3 times a day if you can, okay? From here, we want to work on some of those postural muscles as well, because poor posture here, if you can imagine, if we're sitting with this anterior forward head posture, it's really going to compress some of those structures, especially where those nerves and that vascular bundle comes out from that neck, kind of like I mentioned. So we want to get you guys sitting like the Queen of England, nice tall posture. If you've got a band at home, you're going to take that band, shoulders down and back, nice tall posture, hands pointing up. You're going to pull out. Think about pinching right between the shoulder blades, coming back in. Okay, quick pause, 2 to 3 seconds. We're working on strengthening some of those scapular muscles. Now, let's say you don't have a band at home. No big deal. This is a great exercise to also do a few times a day at work. And same idea, palms up. You guys are just working on rotating out, elbows stay at the side, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then come back together. Okay, great to do about 20 or 30 of these. And this is another really good exercise. Try to get to 2 to 3 times a day, especially during the workday. Take a second, pause, work on some of those postural stabilizers for me, okay? Awesome, great. From here, we want to work on a good chin tuck position. So a lot of times too with thoracic outlet syndrome, as I mentioned, we get that really rounded posture, we get that forward head position. So what I want to do is work on getting the head to sit a little bit more in a better neutral position for your posture and for your back. So you can get in an all four position. And then what I want you guys to work on is tucking that chin. So you're almost going to think about giving yourself a cute little double chin, okay? Neck stays nice and steady there, and then you're going to push up. Think about rounding the shoulder blades along that rib cage, and then come back down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Big thing to focus on here is not letting those shoulders come up to the ear. Okay, you'll be really tempted to do that. So really work on shoulders tucked back, and then good chin position, round up, come back down. This is a great exercise to do, again, to work on some of those postural stabilizers, but also to work on training that neck to kind of come out of that forward head position that we assume a lot of times when we're at the computer. Okay, 20 to 30 of these a day is a good number. From here, if you guys have a foam roll at home, you can take it behind your back. It's going to kind of go at the bottom of your shoulder blades. Hands are going to be laced behind your head, so you're supporting your neck. And then you're going to work on coming back. You may get a snap, crackle, or pop or two. And then scoot your butt down, come back again. So here, again, we're working on opening up that mid-back area. We want to improve that posture, improve mobility through this region. Okay, we have a really awesome neck and mid-back prehab program. You guys can check it out right over here, but it will help on posture and just getting things to move a little bit better, which is huge in regards to relieving thoracic outlet syndrome. Okay, last exercise, again, to work on opening up our chest, giving you a little bit more room. Take that foam roll, you're gonna turn it sideways. Carefully, the hardest part of this exercise is getting on the foam roll. Carefully sit on the foam roll. Lean back, make sure your head is supported, and then palms up. You guys can just let those arms relax to the ground. Now, if you're like me, I have a lot of tightness in my chest, so I do what I call snow angels. I can kind of come up, trying to keep the back of the hands on the ground, come back down, and this should feel comfortable. If you go to a point where you have any pinching in the shoulders, that may be too far for your body right now, so come back out if you got any pinching, and then you can kind of try to just work through that motion that feels comfortable, and maybe see if you can do a little bit more in a few minutes. This is a great exercise to do for about 3 to 5 minutes at the end of the day. Even if you don't have a foam roll at home, you can do this just on your back. Bend those knees, make sure you're supported. Same idea, back of the hands on the ground, and then same thing, you can do some snow angels coming up. And for me, I even get a pretty big stretch here. So I would recommend 3 to 5 minutes at the end of the day. Okay, big thing with thoracic outlet syndrome, working on posture, mobility, being mindful of our posture throughout the day, okay? We have an awesome blog to hear about posture throughout the day. In regards to what's the best posture, what's a good posture for your body, I would highly recommend taking a peek. Otherwise, if you like this video, let's say you try that stretch and you loved it, send it to a friend, a coworker. If you know you guys have a stressful week coming up, go ahead, drop a comment, like, subscribe, let us know if these exercises help you out, and we plan to see you guys next time.